Cloud9. Have a seat. This one's gonna hurt a bit. So recently, Cloud9 have decided to drop Notexxd in favor of Vic, who has decided to come back to the roster after 2 months. For some context, Vic wanted to take a break from Tier 1 because of how overloaded the work was in Tier 1, and he wanted to go back home to spend time with his family. During that time, he was playing in Tier 2 and now he's wanted to come back to Tier 1? So let's talk about it. Now, I think the main controversy about all of this is the fact that their rookie smoker Notexxd got dropped. Now, the reason that they dropped him was because for the past 2 months that Cloud9 has been practicing with him, they weren't competing at the pace that was needed to compete in the last stage, so stage 2. And I get that, that is a valid concern, especially in a league where every split matters pretty much. But at the same time, you got a feel for Notexxd. I mean, 3 matches, only one of them was a VCT game, and it's not a very big sample size to evaluate a player's long-term potential. If Cloud9 really believed that they needed more experience, that's understandable, but it's also fair to question whether Notexxd was ever given enough time to prove themselves without being replaced. Not to mention the 2 games for the EWC qualifiers, they had a substitute in that game. And it's not like Notexxd played bad either. And how will Vic even get chemistry with the 2 other rookies on the team? We'll just have to wait and see, but to Notexxd, I hope you do find a Tier 1 team one day that will take you for a good amount of time. But at the same time, it's pretty weird of Vic to say that he's exhausted of being a Tier 1 pro, but then he takes a break, he plays in Tier 2, then when he's playing in Tier 2, he loses with the team in Tier 2, and then he just goes back to C9? But it's safe to say that I don't think Cloud9 are going to make it to the partnership era next year. But they obviously clearly want to because they recently brought back their Game Changers team after 3.5 years. And if that team flops, then I think it's just GG's for Cloud9. But who knows, maybe they'll make champs. And I'm starting to think that maybe Notexxd should have just stayed in Tier 2. He was playing really well in Tier 2, and then he finally got called up to Tier 1 just to get dropped after 2 months. You know how sad that is? But of course, we don't know the scrim results, we don't know what happens behind the scenes, so, you know, we can just only watch from the outside. The next match is this Thursday against Sentinels, and if they lose, oh brother. But that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.